That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a pass hauled in downfield. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Gain on the play.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Allen to throw once more. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Zadarius Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now they try the right side here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd down and inches. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Go 58
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Bring in the second string.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
For the extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And again, this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. Oh, wide open, complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Push him back. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Don't get nervous. Let's go 950. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Big dash. Go, go. 60 Bobcat.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
we actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Intercepted by
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Caleb Balazs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen going deep. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
To number 14.
Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays.
At the 30.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Malage. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
And it's throwing his Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From midfield, here's Allen. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. On first down, Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on first down, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Dawson Knox, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Justin Jefferson, incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Allen to throw on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the 1st half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
25 yards. First down, Bills.
Play action. Now it's Allen. So going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Jefferson.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On third down, Allen. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Fourth down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
2nd and 1. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Spawns.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Rip left, rip left. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 58 for Mike, 58.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 26-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 8 yards out, and the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
Exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And the Bills first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
28.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Balaj. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Will try again on 2nd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped.
and 10.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to him on first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I know the speed. Is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the
game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Bills 45, 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that is incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Complete. Micah Hyde on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating.